So it's a Saturday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 48, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Tonight, you're going to have to bear with me because the pod garage is all fucking taken apart right now. Building the new fucking media studio. So I am in the basement with everything set up, and we ran around all day today. So I didn't get any fucking thing done. So I decided, fuck it. I'll set up at the workshop or whatever you call it. And I'll do some fucking work while I sit here and talk with you. So the audio might sound a little fucked up because I'm trying to sit in front of the mic, but I can't because the table's in front of me. If that makes sense. So it's like kind of off to the side. So I'm trying to turn my head and talk, but whatever. So, what I decided to talk about today, which, you know me and my being prepared for things hasn't been really great lately, is that fucking dream that I had the other night. And the dream where, I don't know if you read it, maybe you did, maybe the algorithm showed you the post, maybe it didn't. The dream about someone leaving a comment or a review somewhere and saying that Devastator, used to be that shit, but now it's different, or you fell off, or I can't remember the exact terminology, I can't really go back and review the footage either, but it was something of that nature. I can't remember what the fuck it was, and I remember in the actual dream, I was like, damn. Like even whilst sleeping, I was trying to remedy the problem and rationalize it, as it was happening. Like, why is this person saying this? Who is this person saying this? What do they mean? What have I done differently? And I know it bothered me, it upset me then, and because it did feel very real, and I was like, fuck. Okay, so I fell off. So what do I do to get back on? Now, one, that's assuming that whoever this person was correct, and also two, being that I believe them, and so I must have, there must be something in my mind that makes me think that things aren't the way they used to be, and when I was talking to my mentor, my business and life mentor, I guess I could say, we were discussing that and how it actually, was bothering me. And obviously it was even bothered me to the point of being like subconsciously bothering me. And so I was like, okay, well, if this is bothering me, and what he said, if I remember correctly, was, you're probably overthinking it, and which is true, because I do have this terrible tendency to overthink everything, and have you changed? And if you have changed, has it been because you're changing, for a reason? Because you're either censoring yourself or toning it down, because that's what I initially thought, is because I don't act like a fucking maniac anymore in the comments and shit like that. Was I censoring myself, or am I just maturing in business and just in life in general? Am I maturing, and is that just a part of it? So right then, during our call, I I thought about it, and I guess, that's right. I mean, I've been doing this in August. It'll be 6 years. And I do have to say that I think any person, doing almost anything for that long, and just, I was in my 20s still when this started. The last of my 20s, but when I started doing this, I was in my 20s, and now I'm pushing 40. In that realm, I think, or was I just 30? I don't know. I don't know. I got that city school math, So, oh, you cocksucker! I never unplugged the fucking. Sorry if you hear that hiss from the battery. I just noticed that the fucking computer was still plugged in. I'm sorry. Hopefully it will only be until now, 5 minutes. I don't know why it does that. That shouldn't do that, but I'm not sure why it does that. Anyway, so I don't really know. But I do think maybe I have matured, and even, my kids are fucking that much older. They're twice the age that they were, which is funny to say, that in 5-6 years that they are, my little ones are twice, if not more, twice the age that they were when I started this. And I don't know if you have kids or not. Everybody listening, you may not, but that even raising children changes you as a person. And I know that when I was like a super fucking weirdo when it came to shit. Like, I didn't want to eat off anyone's food. I didn't want to drink off anyone's drink. I didn't want to, I could never eat like the rest of somebody's cheeseburger. And it wasn't particular to a person. Like, I wouldn't do it, with my mother. Something my mother ate, I would like it with nobody. And it just shit was kind of gross, like just shit and piss kind of things. Dude, both my daughter and my son fucking have pissed in my mouth while they were babies. Like, no, Aaron pissed in my mouth. Sophia just pissed in my face, which is crazy that a girl fucking pissed and it fucking shot in my fucking face, changing diapers. And that kind of stuff, like, makes you almost like immune to things, it make it like, and it sounds stupid, but it kind of like hardens you as a person. So when you're in these situations where there might be someone pissed all over everywhere, because in my job I have to deal with piss and shit all the time, I think that kind of hardened me. It's just like, just another thing. You fucking shit on your hands, you fucking wash your hands, and you fucking, the boy pisses in your mouth when you pull the diaper off, you fucking shake it off, fucking finish the job, and then fucking wash your face. My house is a fucking nut house. Can you hear that? So I think you kind of get hardened by stuff like that, and it makes you mature as a person. And I'm hoping that that's what's happening, and I hope that you guys continue to stay on this journey with me, even though I'm not fucking wilding out in the comments and telling people to fucking suck a dick and all this shit. I just as fast would rather just block somebody for the same kind of shit, because, dude, I don't know if it sounds right by saying the account, but the Devastator account is how I communicate with 99% of people, and I would be highly upset if I were to lose it over some dickhead on a bullshit account, or on their burner account, or on their fucking graffiti account with 6 followers. That if I lost it because I was fucking talking shit to somebody who's just breaking my balls, that would be, excuse me, that would hurt my feelings. I would be really upset about that. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to. I'm gonna continue trying to not say dumb shit, and maybe I can still curse, you know, because everybody knows if you listen to this show or if you've been around, I'm a big cursor. It's just I've been a big cursor since I was probably my son Aaron's age, 11. I mean, I was probably younger than that. Me and my cousin Amanda, fucking, she's born in 88 and I was 86, so I think she's at any given time like 2 years younger than me. But we lived right around the corner from each other, and all the rest of the family lived elsewhere, but we both grew up in the hood. She was on West Ave and I was on Otis Street, so I would see her a lot, her and my Aunt Donna and my Uncle Tony. And we used to go to my grandmother's house. It was my great-grandmother on Varian Lane in Gates, and she had a swing set in her backyard, and she had a nice backyard and shit on the little street. And we used to go over there and fucking and we would call it the swearing swings, and we would fucking get on the swing. We were little ass kids, man. And we'd get on the swearing swings and fucking and start swinging, and we'd say, tell me all the stuff that your mother swears about. And we'd be like, motherfucking vacuum, fucking piece of shit, fucking da 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 da. And we're little ass kids. We're like probably 7 or 8 years old, fucking yelling all this shit. And just because we like don't see anyone in the immediate, you know, area, we think that no one hears this fucking debauchery of these little fucking children screaming all these fucking obscenities. And and I'm sure there were people going, fucking Christ, these are animals, you know. But so I've always been a cursor, a swearer, bad language, and really I think in my personal life I find humor in lots of swearing. Like, I don't even really know if I could enjoy a comedy if it wasn't a fucking comedy with lots of swearing, because typically when people say things with swearing is what makes me laugh, and the inflection in their voice and tones and shit like that. So fucking thing is stuck. So anyway, so I've been kind of watching my mouth and watching how I talk and interact with people, because interact with people because I don't know. I've accumulated so many strikes in the past, and I've had a strike just for using bad language, you know, like not even at people, just like saying shit. And a lot of times it's dumb shit. And I've gotten strikes for saying fucked up shit to people too, but dude, I would be so upset if I got fucking clipped for something like that. So then I tone everything down. Now I'm like Sunday school teacher. Darn it. Dang. That was some shoot. That's baloney. Well, I use baloney in real life too, but so you can kind of see where I'm getting at with that. But maybe I'm fucking learning. Maybe I'm learning that you know, people other than myself really care about this thing that we built here. All of us, we all built this, and maybe maybe I'm taking it a little more seriously, and I guess you could say handling it with care, because if I didn't have you guys, if I didn't have that account to keep in touch with everybody and just to be available, that would bother me. I'd be fucking hurt. And it's not like I wouldn't be back, but you know, I'd be hurt. I'd be crushed if I didn't have that anymore. That open channel. And sometimes I even use it just to get stuff that's in my mind out of my head. And that's what I've been using that Threads for when I'm just driving, or, you know, something that pops in my mind or whatever. I kind of use that to kind of get things out of my mind. And so sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not good too. Also, don't let me fool you when I say fucking. Sometimes I get shit out of my head, and it just should stay in there. So I've been thinking about that, and we had our phone call on Monday. I think it was Monday. Was it Monday? No, it was Thursday. What the fuck is today? So it was yesterday. Dude, I'm telling you guys, it's like one long day to me. I got all these orders. I'm like trying to make orders and fucking trying to do shit and fucking working my ass off. I'm just trying to get everything done and stay on top of everything, and I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm fucking trying to make this studio outside. I'm trying to get that all done, and that's fucking difficult. Well, it's not difficult, but it's just a lot of fucking around, because the area that I was using there, the pod garage, was like built. It had shelving and all this shit, so I had to. In which when we moved here, I filled all the shelving with all my shit because it was convenient. So then I had to take all the shit off of there, which doesn't have a fucking place currently to go. So it's kind of just elsewhere in the. It's like it looks like the fucking garage like threw up on itself. You know, it's fucking. Excuse me. It threw up all of its fucking contents all over the place, and so I'm trying to make sense of all of it, and still trying to. I gotta pull down all this fucking, the guy who lived here before, or maybe a few people before, had all this shit all over the walls. Not shit, like these pallets from Germany, this fucking, and he nailed them all together and then nailed them to the studs. It's like a fucking big pain in the ass, and we're gonna OSB and fucking OSB the walls and fucking kind of try to build it a little bit tight of an area so the pod garage can be utilized in the winter as well. And got the little air conditioning heat little thing out there, one of those portable ones, and I think that should be enough just to at least to warm it up and then keep it warm for a couple hours or you know, whatever needs to be done. I don't think it should be a problem. I think that should be okay. So that's the plan for that, and I'm hoping that'll I'm hoping that'll be cool. And I'm thinking there's going to be enough room. And if there's not maybe enough room, I'm sure I can make it a multi-purpose area. I don't think it's going to be like, okay, there's 2 chairs and a place to put the laptop and that's it. You know, I'm thinking that it's going to be, I can film videos out there. I can record podcasts. I can work on podcasts. If I feel the fucking weird need to make music or something, I could do that. Or if somebody else wants to make music, maybe I can work with somebody else, you know, who wants to do something like that, and I can provide a place for it. You know, I don't really know, but it'll be there, and so I'm excited about that. I'm excited, but you know, I'm relying on other people to help me because I don't know shit about building. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm kind of I'm relying on other people, and so you know, I have to conform with everyone's schedule, and my schedule sucks too. So I gotta, like, you know, it's, you know, we gotta get it knocked out, and so I'm trying to do what I can out there and take down what I can and get the area at least. Well, the area is cleared out, but I got to get the area around it, you know, the workspace area. I got to get that fucking cleared out and or at least just clear enough so we can fucking move around. So that's the plan. I actually kind of forgot how I just got here. But so yeah, so hopefully maturing and I guess what's been on my mind since that is since a stupid fucking dream. I guess no dream is stupid. I think it all means something, maybe in some way or another. Maybe you'll never understand it, you know, but damn, I'm about to put on the fucking safety glasses. I always wear safety glasses, and because I'm doing something different, I'm not, but shit is flying all over the place. I'm assembling a bunch of parts for Machine Studio. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that I'm making stuff for them right now. But that's what I'm doing, and I don't want to get no fucking metal in my eye. But so I hope that I'm going to be able to am I trying to say? I hope that I'm going to be able to keep you guys around, and that I'm not changing in a bad way. You know, I don't want anyone to be like, damn, this fucking dude, because I feel like maybe I have, you know, I haven't really had, the funds to do a lot of new projects, because, you know, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but like just the pens that I did, the fucking big pens, I got several hundred of those left. That shit was like $300 or $350 for the Bics, and I couldn't cheap out. I wanted big fucking pens, and you know, shit like that. And it's $350. I think I've sold about probably $50 worth in total. You know, so it's stupid. It's just a pen, but to me, it's a project, and fucking, you know, something like that just never paid for itself. And the clothing is actually, I've been getting more inquiries as of late about clothing than I ever really have, and I don't have anything really to offer. I did find a couple of t-shirts out when I was taking down all the shelving and shit, and it was the shirts I had left over, and they kind of got lost in the mix, and then I auctioned them, and the ones that I have left are the ones that people bid on, ran the auction up, and then fucking ghosted the whole process. So those are going to be available soon, as soon as I get around to fucking just taking a couple pictures. I mean, I'm sure I have pictures of what they are, because they're shirts from the past, but I think one of them's a large too, which is a very popular size. So if you did miss out on something like that, you're gonna have one last opportunity to snag some fucking ones that I had that got put away by accident, or just got lost in the mix, or inventory got fucked up and they got kind of pushed aside. And I got a couple more. I think I got a couple more sweatshirts. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But like clothes, you know, fucking $300, $350. Usually for about 25 or 30. I think I usually do about 25 or 30 pieces. It's like $300, and that's why I try to run pre-orders. And I'm sure you guys figure that out. You know, like the pre-order shit. Not only because they're limited, and when they're gone, I'm not doing them again. They never get done again. But because I gotta try to regenerate that fucking money, because fucking I'm out that shit until we get past a certain point when it becomes profitable, which is usually like the last 5 fucking shirts are profitable, or whatever it is. You know, it's not. So I'm pretty candid with all that shit, and so I'm having trouble funding projects, and like I said before, and it's not anybody's fault. You know, it's just everything, you know, we're getting orders, we're keeping busy. It's just everything fucking costs so much more, man. You know, and I get the orders in, and then fucking just the other day, the Dremel that I've been using since the beginning fucking broke. I took it apart. I tried to fix it. I gave it the old college try. I tried to fix it, and just fucking, not only did it just, once I began, it just fucking fell apart. I was like, fuck. So not only did it just completely fall apart, but I was like, what the fuck, man. So I wasn't able to I had to stop what I was doing. I was making an order for Uprock, and I had to fucking stop because I couldn't fucking Dremel out the pieces anymore. And I tried to finish, you know, putting in a Dremel bit and a drill, and just to get by, and I just couldn't do it. It wasn't gonna work. I mean, it would have worked, but it wasn't worth it. So I had to get another one. So $100, you know, just another unexpected fucking business expense. But you know, it's not a bad expense because I used Dremel fucking quite a bit, and I definitely got my money's worth out of that first one. Shit, I used that for the entire time I've been doing this, so I'd say I got my money's worth out of that one. And hopefully we get another 5 or 6 years out of this one. You know, that's the plan anyway. So it's just like all this shit, man. It's getting fucking more difficult. Everything's going up in price, and fucking, dude, mops are fucking more expensive than they've ever been. Like I used to, this shit used to be like $10-$12, you know, now it's fucking $24 or some shit. Like mops are fucking $2 a piece at my cost. And I can't even find a wholesaler for the kind that I like to use. You know, I see a lot of people use the ones without the ridges and shit. And I just tell people, and they're like, yo, let me get, sell me some mops. Dude, just go on Amazon, Handy Art, 2-ounce daubers. You know, that's, maybe not everyone needs 12 fucking mops, which I understand. But those are what I use because they're like the best quality, aside from, fucking getting a, Molotov or a fucking Montana or something like that. But they've doubled in fucking price, and just everything is getting more fucking difficult. So this is not a fucking crying thing. I didn't mean to make it be that. It's just I'm worried, man. I'm worried that I'm failing you guys, and that's not what I want to do. I don't want to fail anybody. I want to just keep doing cool shit. Like right now, I'm sitting here. I just got what I could have done right now, and I got two ice picks. But I think one of them I'm not gonna be able to use unless I can fashion a fucking, I don't even know what the piece is called, but unless I can fashion a new one. This one doesn't have one. But I think I'm gonna try to make another one of these because I can do all the polishing and I can do all the fucking around with the wood and shit. It's just that epoxy finish. So maybe I might do like a simple inlay, which isn't a big deal, and then do like poly coats instead of epoxy coats on the exterior, and then maybe I can make some cool shit. Maybe I could still do a few of these and get that mirror shine and shit. Because when I do that polish and shit, like I know you've seen me do like that. I posted a couple of videos like coin polishing and shit, and it's like therapeutic for me. I've even been told by my family members here, like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like using all this paste and all these. I got so much, dude. I got way too much shit for a regular person. So, like I fucking mirror polish just about anything. You'd actually be surprised at what you can mirror polish. And then I fucking run it through the sandpaper, fucking all the way up to 15,000 grit, which is fucking. That's a lot of fucking around. I don't fuck around with that shit. So if you've ever got a fucking ice pick, you know that shit is fucking official. So I'm gonna try. But even then, then I say that, and I know some people are probably like, oh shit, dope ice picks, and then other people are like, yeah, you bend it that. Oh, wow, you're gonna more of the same shit, huh? Or am I overthinking it? And I don't know. I might be overthinking it. Maybe everyone just wants me to be, to be me, and to do the way I have been doing, and just continue that. And maybe I'm thinking too much about who I'm gonna let down, and I'm not thinking enough about fucking what I need to do, and I'm putting too much thought into it. I don't know. Who knows? I can tell you one thing. What I do know is that I don't know. What's up, Bubba? Hi. What you doing? Chilling? Yep. Ronnie just made a little pop in down here, and fucking we're de-rusting his pegs right now. We got some pegs we're gonna put on that dyno in the front, and so we got those going, cooking down here. So that's basically it. I'm trying to get some shit done, and trying to get the studio done so I can bring you guys hopefully some cooler content. So I haven't been out at the board lately doing just any little product videos or anything, because the fucking board is totally not covered, but there's a fucking ton of shit in front of it. I just can't even get to it, and I have nowhere to put the shit where it's not gonna be fucking in the way of the other shit. Oops, I hit the thing. So that's about it, man. Be kind to one another. Be kind to everyone. Pep, I see you. Gasp, I see you. Dick, I see you. Max, I see you. MKA, I see you. I see all you guys. You guys are the fucking truth out there. If I failed to mention Emma, Brandon, I see you. Love you guys. If you're out there, if everyone's out there, if you're tuning in, if you're one of the ones still listening, I fucking love you guys, and I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep trying to figure something out and come up with some new shit. So, still here, but for now, I'm gonna tap out. This is Ziz McEnroe and Ron. Over and out.